Why isn't everyone awakening to their own true nature, realizing I am Homo Amor? That's the truth. I'm an irreducibly unique expression of the love intelligence and love beauty. That is the initiating and animating eros and intimacy of all that is, that lives in me, as me, and through me. And as such, I've got a unique gift to give that can be given by me alone. Right? What could possibly be more alluring, more erotic, right? More delightful, more satisfying, more energizing, right? More ecstatic than that? So why aren't people giving their unique gift? So often teachers will tell us because they're selfish, they're contracted, they're shallow, right? They're narrow. I don't think so. Let's give humanity some credit. Right? Actually, people shut down. People don't give their unique gift. They don't allow themselves to feel the full power of their unique nature and of reality itself, because especially at this moment in time, for so many of us, it's too painful. I mean, the level of suffering in the world, the level of dysfunction, the level of pain, the level of degradation. I remember when I was a kid watching that moment in which Biafra in Bangladesh played out in Africa, and seeing for the first time as a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 5-year-old, I don't remember, the images of just indescribable suffering. And so we in this generation are flooded with more images of outrageous pain, of suffering, right, of hurt, of trauma, of degradation, than at any other time in human history. Only God 100 years ago had the amount of images of suffering that we see and experience today. So how can we possibly hold that? It's too much. I want to commit my outrageous acts of love. I want to participate in the healing and transformation of the whole thing, but it's just too much. I don't know where to start, and it's so painful. And because I don't have the ability to heal all that pain, I just can't allow myself to feel that pain. So I close my heart. I shut down my identity. I deny my true nature as an outrageous lover, as Homo Amor, because it's too painful to be a Homo Amor. So I become a human being living an ordinary life, trying to somehow get by and find little moments of satisfaction and goodness and meaning. And that's okay, but I'm ultimately alienated from my true nature. When I'm alienated from my true nature, when I'm in denial of my essence, denial always creates pathology, always creates breakdown. Right? But I close my heart because I have no choice. I close my heart in the gap between my ability to feel the pain and my ability to heal the pain. The gap is too wide. So the result is a global action paralysis. Right? The global action paralysis begins with me. Right? It's not out there, the global action paralysis. The global action paralysis is alive in me. I'm the global action paralysis. We all are. Right? And why is there a global action paralysis? Because there's a global intimacy disorder, but it's my intimacy disorder. It's not someone else's. Right? The intimacy disorder is I'm not intimate with my true nature. I'm not intimate with who I actually am. I'm in denial. Do you get how painful that is? I'm in denial of my fundamental identity as an outrageous lover, right? As a unique, shimmering, shivering, delighted expression of throbbing delight and desire and aliveness and goodness and truth and beauty. And I shut it all down. I shut it all down. And if I allow it out for a second, people look at me like, right? And I'm disrespected in a fundamental way. And I'm thought to be somehow wrong or inappropriate or degraded or perverse. I'm pathologized and self-pathologized in a billion different ways. So I make myself smaller and smaller and smaller. I become less and less intimate with reality. I start caring less and less. My circles of intimacy shrink and they get smaller and smaller. And I close another room of the house. And I close another room of the house. And I close another room of the house. And I started living in this infinite palace. And now I'm living in this little dank and dark, right, desperate, degraded little tenement apartment where I can barely breathe, and I wonder why I want to kill myself. And I wonder why I want to take more opioids. And I wonder why I'm so addicted. And I wonder why this lingering sense of dis-ease never leaves me. And I wonder why this sense of invisible dread that I don't want to share with anyone, right, is always with me, lurking in the corner. If I stop for a second being busy and I get off social media and I get off Instagram, and then I have to actually face myself. Right, so what do? I've got to close the gap. I've got to close the gap between my ability to feel the pain and my ability to heal the pain. How do I do it? I do it through the realization of Homo Amor and unique self. Unique self means, Homo Amor means, I'm an irreducible, unique expression. Remember, of the love, intelligence, and love beauty of all that is, that lives in me, as me, and through me, and I have a unique gift to give in my unique circle of intimacy and influence. That's my playing field. It's not my job to heal the whole thing. That's a strategy of the egoic mind. I can't heal the whole thing, and I'm not supposed to. How do you know? Because self-evidently it's impossible. But what can I do? Where am I called? Where do I move out of the stands and onto the court? In my circle of intimacy and influence, I have a unique gift to give. That in my circle of intimacy and influence can be given by no one else that ever was, is, or will be, with the quality of intention, with the quality of intimacy, with the quality of devotion that I can bring to that moment. And I'll join others and we'll do it together. But I'm irreplaceable. My gift is needed by all that is. Wow. Reality needs me, and not reality over there. Reality right here, in my circle of intimacy and influence. Right? I am needed, but not just to show up and be sweet and saccharine and lovely and polite and cultured. I am needed to take my unique risk. You cannot give your unique gift. You cannot be an outrageous lover. You cannot commit outrageous acts of love without taking a risk, but not a foolhardy risk. Not an inappropriate risk, but a risk that if you don't take it, you amputate your heart, and you amputate your soul, and you amputate your spirit. Now, your unique risk, there's no guru, there's no psychologist, there's no rabbi, right? There's no sociologist, there's no neuroscientist, there's no one who can tell you what your unique risk is. But there's no one who doesn't have a unique risk. Oh, it's my life, I can do whatever I want with it. When did it become your life? Did you make it? Did you create it? Did you manifest it? Did you intend it? Did you choose it? No. Right? You were intended. You were manifested. You're chosen. You're adored. You're loved. Right? You're needed. You're desired. Right? It's our life. And you have a gift to give to our life of gorgeousness, of unique, stunning goodness, truth, poetry, and beauty. Right? There's a poem that only you can write. There's a song only you can sing. There's a way of being, laughing, loving, living in the world that's yours and yours alone, that we all need, that all of reality needs. Reality needs your service. Reality needs your gift. Reality needs your poetry. Reality needs your tears and your laughter and your ecstasy. Give your gift. Now, there's a risk. It's your unique risk, which is, am I willing to show up and actually put it all on the line for those gifts of outrageous love that can only be given by me? See, I am evolution. Evolution doesn't live someplace else. It's not like I'm living in reality. I am reality, right? I am reality, right? And there's a corner of reality that will be unloved until I wake up as Homo Amor. Not because it's a poetic phrase, but because it's my true nature. And until I wake up in the full agony and ecstasy, poetry and potency, beauty, right, and stunning, right, shimmering, shivering grace and desire of Homo Amor, until that happens, I'm going to be alienated from myself. I'm going to be degraded. I'm going to be a desiccated, hollow, woman-stuffed man. desperately grasping and desperately seeking. But when I wake up as Homo Amor, but not just me, right? Imagine, right? Just like every human being in the Western world knows, wow, I have inalienable rights. I have basic human rights. What happens when every human being awakens as Homo Amor? Every man, every woman, every child, every unique gender, right? Every being knows I am Homo Amor, right? I'm a unique, gorgeous expression of the love, intelligence, and love beauty. And that love, intelligence, and love beauty is awakening in me, as me, and through me. I am evolution. That's the truth. I am Homo Amor. And there's this rising tide of love, right? All changes. It's not corporate top-down. It's not government legislated top-down. It's this bottom-up cascading wave, right, of evolutionary love, of outrageous love incarnate as me, in me, and through me, committing outrageous acts of love. And literally we unleash, right, a quality of skill, capacity, love, perception, discernment that can solve every challenge we have 1 billion times over. Not Homo Deus, a few people who biohack their way to an impotent immortality, but Homo Amor, the democratization of greatness, the democratization of love, intelligence, and love beauty. Right? That's the memory of the future. Right? Hope is a memory of the future. Right? To get through this crisis, for the crisis to become a birth, we have to recover the memory of the future.